Just a quick boiler fault finding, guys. The boiler had no power. I've just linked switch live to live, and I believe it's the 3-port valve not actuation on the switch. The valve's open, all the stats call in, but the boiler was just dead. So link switch live to live. It could be the programmer, but I think it's the 3-port. I'll just go up and change that quickly. I think I've got one in the van. I'm fairly sure it is the 3-port. Right, we've got a Honeywell 3-port. I think it's not actuating properly. We're getting like 120 volts on the boiler, so it's normally the 3-port. I've got one in the van, luckily, so I need to get this changed and get the customer some heat and hot water back on. Hopefully it's not too bad. I just got to find the wiring centre in here, and all should be good in the world. Right, we've got all this wired back in. I've just changed the head, not the body, but I'll probably leave the body here in the box, so if it does start to share in the future, there's a brand new one. I haven't got time to change it all. Got too much on today. So I'll clip this in nice and neat again. I'll make sure it all works first, and we'll put the lid back on. At least I've got some heat and hot water then. Hopefully when I turn the power back onto the boiler, it should work. Put demand on. There we go. Boiler's all lit. Just need to fix that programmer back. So hopefully we've got one happy customer. Just a quick point with the Honeywell valves: if they've got 4 screws holding them on rather than 2, don't try and take the heads off, because you'll get a flood. So the older ones, you don't really come across too many anymore. As I say, they've got 4 screws securing them rather than just the modern 2 ones. The 2 ones you can change no problem. The 4 screw ones you can't. So just a word of warning. Morning, guys. It's a bit bright now. I've been on site about an hour, but it was super dark in here. Basically, I was supposed to be putting my underfloor heating down today. I've ordered the kit last Thursday. They said it wasn't going to be on Friday. I paid for a 24-hour carriage, and supposed to be here on Monday. It's Tuesday today. The screed's going down tomorrow, and the kit still hasn't turned up. So they promised me it today before 5. So we just have to wait and see what time it turns up. Obviously, I've got 8 loops going in here. I've got 175mm of Kingspan on the floor. I've still got a little bit of prep work to do in here. I've still got to finish the vapor barrier. But I came and prepped it all over the weekend. I just ran out of time to finish. But yeah, I've got 175mm Kingspan on the floor. I've got a 100mm layer and a 75mm layer. As I say, we've got 8 loops going in here. The kitchen's over here. I've just got to mark out where the units are going in the island. So he said today I basically have to get the underfloor heating down no matter what time it turns up. You know, if it turns up at 5 and I'm here till 10 o'clock tonight, that's what it's going to have to be, because the screed's been booked for months. I'm just draining down at the minute. My manifold is going through here. It's a little bit of a mess this side, you'll have to forgive me. So basically this door's getting blocked up, so that'll be going. So my manifold can hang over here if I need it to. Obviously I'm going to try and keep it in as tight as I can. So I'm just draining the heating down, hoping that my manifold is going to come today. So yeah, that's pretty much today. So I've got a load of stuff to move through there anyway. I'll probably put it where the kitchen units are going. I've still got to finish the vapor barrier. I've got my 25mm Kingspan all the way around the outside, on the outside walls, to stop the cold spot where the screed is. So that, I think that's a building reg. That's how I always do it. So I always polythene the floor, then put my Kingspan down, then put my vapor barrier on top. All the vapor barrier does is stops the screed reacting with the insulation. So I've just got to finish the prep work off this morning, clean all the stuff out, and then hopefully the underfloor heating turns up fairly early. Otherwise it's going to be a late one tonight. As I say, I have to get it down today because the flow screed's coming in tomorrow, and that's been booked in for months. So hopefully it gets a bit brighter in here soon as well. If not, I'll have to set some lights up. But yeah, basically that's what happens when your kit doesn't turn up. There's nothing else you can do. Like I've got a deadline to meet. That's why I ordered it, and it hasn't turned up. So I'm going to give him a ring in a minute when he opens, find out what's going on. As I say, my pipes are coming through over here somewhere. So as I say, if I have to come across this door a bit, I need to chop this up to get the pipes through. That's what it has to be. So, but as I say, the most important thing is I get the underfloor heating pipes down and pressure tested and filled up basically today. As I say, it would have been quite a nice video if I'd had more time, because I was going to set up a time lapse, but I'm probably not going to have time to do any of that now today. So that is what it is, unfortunately. So this is the underfloor heating drawing that I worked to. Basically, it tells me my pipe centres. Obviously, we've got the island here, which we won't put any pipes under. Obviously, we've got all these loops in the different colours. So we've got 5 loops in this room here, and then 3 loops in the sunroom. So this company that I use are normally pretty good. If they say it's going to be next day, it normally is next day. Obviously, I'm not going to say the name of the company because I don't think that's fair. But yeah, so they're normally spot on. You send them the drawing, they design it all for you. Obviously, they give you the price, and then obviously I order it. But as I say, for some reason this one's gone wrong. So it's not much I can do. As I say, I'll give him a ring when he opens. I've even put a duct in for the electrician because in the island there's a cooker, and I imagine there'll be sockets and lights and stuff. So I've put a 4-inch saw pipe duct across here to underneath the units over here. So whoever says plumbers and electricians don't get on, they're wrong. Obviously, if I didn't put the duct in, it would cause me a nightmare as well. So that's the duct's all in for him. I don't think there's anything else going in the middle. So as I say, when the kit arrives, I'll just get it put down. It normally takes me about 45 minutes a loop, but it depends how it goes really. So it normally takes me about half an hour to put the manifold on the wall, and then about 45 minutes a loop. So there's 8 loops. So as I say, there's probably 5 or 6 hours work in here. That's what I'd probably allow. But again, once you get going with the underfloor, it's not too bad. You just sort of obviously work out your pipe centres. I always cut 2 bits of pipe at 150 centres, so your pipe ends up about 135mm long. That's your centre, and then just sort of work it in. Once you've got the first one square off the wall, it's not too bad. But as I say, I'd like to set a time lapse up, but unfortunately, because the kit's not here, it's probably going to be dark when I'm putting it down, so you're probably not going to see too much. But as I say, I've just got to clear all this stuff out of here. I've just finished the prep work, and then hopefully the kit turns up. I'm using the big Bosch breaker to break through the wall. It just chews through bricks, basically, bricks and concrete. Obviously I've got ear defenders and eye protection. I'm just vastly running out of daylight in here now, so I need to crack on with this. Right, we've got that chopped through now. We've got a nice letterbox at the right height. Obviously I've chopped into the floor screed on the other side. The manifold's just on the other side of the wall, so I can clip the pipe straight on top of this insulation. Just need to have a good tidy up now, and then we can start putting some pipes in. I reckon it'll take me about, if I can do it in a half an hour loop, I'll be here 4 hours. So I should get done for about 8 o'clock. If it takes me an hour a loop, I'll be done at like midnight. So as I say, just need to get on with this now and see how well we get on. Right guys, it's 3:30. All my stuff has finally arrived. So I'm going to get the manifold on the wall. I'll probably not film too much in there. I'll probably take a quick video because the customer's home now. So basically I need to crack on because I'm under a little bit of pressure now. I've marked out where all the islands go in, marked out where all the kitchen units are going. So it's just a case of cracking on. Right guys, I'll quickly show you what tools you need to put underfloor heating down. I use a bender. This is 16mm Uponor type pipe. It's the aluminium stuff. It lays flat when you put it down. It's quite good. I quite like laying this pipe. So I always use the bender. Just remember to bring your bender along with you, obviously, before you staple it. And remember to push your bender onto your pipe before you pull it through the wall. Otherwise, you lose your bender. You need a reamer to make good the end on your pipe after you've cut it. Just use ordinary speed fit cutters to cut the pipe. A pair of grips, or preferably a spanner, to tighten your nuts up onto your manifold, and a tape measure. Once you've worked out your centres, you're away. So 150 centres, I cut a piece of pipe to go in between, and then just bring that along with you. It honestly doesn't take too long once you get going. First one's always the hardest. Just follow your drawing. So I always start from the left of my manifold. So we're doing the sunroom first. Follow the blue one all the way around, and get it worked in. I forgot to mention I also use this staple gun. I think it's made by Uponor. Just load your staples in. You can get 3 rows in normally, and that normally does, well, it lasts a fair while before you have to reload. So it used to have a little stand to stand up, but unfortunately it broke off. So that's what I use anyway. So you don't need many tools. Them 5 things, and it should be good to go. Right, I'll film a little bit before it gets too dark, but it's basically just a case of clipping it well, keeping your pipe centres 150, keeping it 4 inches off all your walls, and then just follow your drawing. So the bender comes in clutch because you end up not kinking any of your pipes. So you can more or less get this stuff dead straight really. It does look really good when it's all down. But as I say, I'm just running out of daylight. I'm running out of time on this one today. But as I say, we've got 8 loops to do. This is taking me about 20 minutes so far. I've got 3 more to do in. 3 more rings on this one circuit to do in here. And then another 2 loops in this room. So, and then five loops in that big room over there. So we'll see how well we get on. That's the first 6 loops down in here. So as I say, I've got two more loops of 6 to go in here, and then just through there. So it's pretty dark out there now. So I'll crack on with this now, get the rest of it whipped down tonight, get it pressure tested, and then I can go home. So I'll probably film a little bit in the manifold, and I'll probably just film it when it's all done. But I shan't film any more of the actual rooms because it's just going to take too long. Right guys, I've just got this bath to fit. It's one of them roll top baths. You can't see the waste on it, so it's all hidden underneath. I've just screwed this in temporary. I've not fixed that bit back because this wall's it's got a feature wallpaper going on, so I'll have to take it back off again. The tap foot's over there, so I'll just get it positioned. I'll not fix it to the floor or anything. The weight will hold it down just so people can use the bath. So yeah, I'll see if I can try and get it in because it's quite heavy, and we'll get it piped up. These are easy to connect. You just got to get your bath propped up and then connect it with a flexi. Just got to nip down and make sure there's no leaks, but all should be good. Right, I'm just second fixing this shower. Got my mermaid bun done, got the shower heads in. I think I've shown these before. I've just got the screen to do, but I'll silicone up and clean the tray out. Just fitting the valve. So getting there on this job really. It all starts to come together at the end. It's looking good. Managed to get that in nice and tight around the top. So just got the riser rail bit to do. But yeah, looking good. What I've done is just silicone this back. There's no seal on this. This is where if you've got your first fix wrong, your second fix is a nightmare, but mine's bang on. Got plenty of adjustment in there. So yeah, coming together this job.